of the Grass Lake Traffic Jam-In, Joe DeBoe. Hi,
Good
Joe.
afternoon, Bart. Good to see you.
Nice to see you too, and also a veteran and a member of their VFW in Grass Lake, and thank you for your service.
Oh, thanks. We have a very good country. We have a very good community and a very active community out in Grass Lake, and they're part of the team that brings on the traffic jam-in every year. So there's 7 nonprofits that work together to bring this activity to Grass Lake, but with all the unknowns, we thought it best that we just postpone, cancel for a year, come back bigger and stronger. And next year is actually Grass Lake's sesquicentennial. So we're celebrating a 150-year birthday. So
Nice.
we are going to look to have it a bigger and better celebration. So
And we were just saying that earlier today on the show, that a lot of these events, they are going to be out of this world when they do come back.
oh boy, yes, we're looking forward to it. We've grown bigger and bigger, and every time I'm on the show with you, I say this from the bottom of my heart. You guys were there from day one, and we went from a 1-day event to a 2-day event. Our sponsorships have gone up. The recognition has grown up to where people are calling us to be a part of it. So it's just grown over the years, and we're very fortunate to have JTV part of our family.
Well, thanks. It's been a pleasure to be included. Thanks so much. And it's an event that's relatively early in the summer, early July.
Second week in July.
Yeah. So it's not a big surprise. We're seeing all the summer events go by the wayside. So we know it was a difficult decision nonetheless.
It was. Our hearts wanted to move forward, but our heads were saying, slow down. So that's what we did. But 12 years of doing it, we've had the car show. That's Colin Dexter and the Memphis Thoroughbillies during the car show. We've had all sorts of entertainers over the years. That's my grandson right there.
No
in
kidding.
the front row, yes.
A little young for a tattoo.
Yeah, on his face. I'm glad it washed off. But yeah, it's 12 years we've been putting this thing on, and from national acts, we've had Sponge out of Detroit, Kevin Nichols headline last year. Just it's been growing, and the Kids Zone activities, the 5K run. This year was supposed to be our first year with Henry Ford Allegiance with their 5K series, and they postponed that as well. So we're looking forward to them coming back next year with a 3-year commitment, from my understanding, and to do the race series for us. So that's a really cool thing to have a big name recognition like that, to be a part of our little town of Grass Lake. So
Awesome. Okay, well, just hang in. One more year. Next year, super celebration of the sesquicentennial, and it'll be the 12th traffic jam?
It'll be our 12th year next year. It'll be July 9th and 10th. So if you want to see more details, you go to our website. We do have the grasslaketrafficjammin.com website. Easy to find. You can go to, the other thing is, with all our different sponsors, the Copper Nail, you know a little bit about the Copper Nail. They were our title sponsor last year, and everybody's getting hit hard. So how can you go out and ask people to sponsor something when they don't know their futures right now? So, but they've got a good team, and they're getting their ducks in a row, not their ducks on a golf course, but their gooses. But oh goodness, that's quite the thing for Isaac.
Isaac, it's amazing. That's going to be his legacy.
Yeah. But
Joe, you bring up a good point. You know, the copper nail, and all the traffic jam is a fundraiser for nonprofits, so they're going to be missing out too this year.
Yes. It was started in 2009 as a member of the chamber. We were trying to find some direction to go, and it was the first year of having the nationals, outboard nationals in Grass Lake. So in conjunction with that, we thought, how do we help out our nonprofits? We'll have a celebration, bring everybody together, and it's worked. It's been a really good blessing for Grass Lake. So.
Well, we've got another reason to have Joe here, and Joe is working with his veterans organizations in Grass Lake so that Memorial Day will be a special day to honor those we have lost.
True. We had our VFW meeting last night, the Post 10-194. We are social distancing. We want people to understand it. We want to social distance. We want to come together. It's human nature is to come together. But we are going to live stream. If you have a Facebook account, go to the American Legion Post 252. Watch it. We'll do a live stream from the memorial downtown Grass Lake. We'll muster at 9:30. The veterans. We'll have a rifle detail. We'll do the service downtown starting at 10. We'll proceed to the West Cemetery, and we will honor those that went before us at Common Grave. We'll do a 21-gun salute, and we'll be doing that all with a live stream. But if you do show up, just do the social distancing, wear a mask, do whatever you feel comfortable with. And we just felt, as veterans, we will honor those people that went before us. So
That's great to hear. And the reason we have the other events canceled is to keep people safe.
yes,
And as you can imagine, there are probably veterans who do have health issues that we really don't want to expose.
and as old as us veterans are getting, we still want to be kind of current with the technology. So we will be live streaming from that American Legion Post 252. I'll have my daughter, hopefully she'll be the one doing the live streaming, but she'll do it from my post as well, Joseph DeBoe. But either or, help, or if you don't feel comfortable coming out of the house, it's a way to remember those soldiers, our brothers and sisters. So
All right, and Joe is also the supervisor, or the
Village
village
president,
manager,
yeah.
village president,
President,
village
yeah.
president. I'm sorry, Joe.
yeah,
Village president.
second term. So we'll see how it goes. We do have a good community. We've grown over the years. We're working great with the township. We're growing very fast. As you can imagine, us being on the east border with Washtenaw County, those people from Ann Arbor, Detroit area are coming into our humble little town, and we're growing. But we're growing in a nice fashion to keep everything in a nice fluid motion and a positive light. So.
Yeah, and there's a lot of evidence that the township and the village are working together, and Jim Stormont and you are
Yes.
close and get things done, so thanks
Yeah.
for that. And also, Joe, your business, or Ghostwriter DJ Services, that essentially is shut down.
It has. We've been very fortunate that eight of them have rescheduled for later dates. My wife said enjoy the time off because in the fall you're going to have it Friday, Saturday. They've even scheduled Sunday weddings. But I've been keeping busy because we do have the farmers market that we started 8 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I play on Wednesday nights. I'll play music and tell corny little jokes and tell people about social distancing. We have a farmers market manager that keeps everybody in line. We have everything marked out. We have vendors that are very happy because we're getting a good amount of people going through there in a very safe distance kind of way through our new events park pavilion. So with that going on, and if the governor lets us, June 3rd is our first Music in the Park series. We're going to open up. So check it out on our Facebook too, Grass Lake Farmers Market. So,
And you do that once a week,
once a week, every Wednesday.
every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And this has already started.
It has already started.
Already started,
Yes. It started May 6th, our first Wednesday.
Okay.
And so we are doing all our CDC guidelines, making sure people are safe. But the vendors really enjoy it because they've got plants, garden plants, honey, homemade breads, crafts. So you can come out, get out of the house if you feel comfortable, come out, social distance, go through the farmer's market, get your produce, and then listen to some music and go home. Or go wherever you want. up north, I guess, if you want.
No, just stay here. Just
Yes.
stay here. Enjoy
right.
the farm fresh produce.
Sure.
So asparagus, strawberries, what are you seeing?
Asparagus, yes, I bought some of that for my wife on Wednesday night. But there's so many different vendors. I feel bad. It's like I walk down there with my open wallet. It's like, all right, here's some caramel corn. Then you got your breads. Then there's some meat. There's people selling farm fresh meat as well. So it's a great little farmer's market.
I'm glad it's open because
Yeah.
none of the others are.
Well, Grass Lake, it's a great place to call home.
All right, so those who would like to be a part of the Memorial Day honors, please respect the veterans who are putting this on, and it's not a place to be crowding, or it's not like a parade. It's
We're not throwing candy out.
Yeah.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're truly there to honor those that went before us.
All right.
So,
Hey Joe, great to see you. Thank you.
good to see you too, Bart. Thank you.
Joe DeBoe, thanks for your service from Grass Lake, the village president and also the organizer of Grass Lake Traffic Jammin'. Up next, we'll see what we can throw on the grill for the Memorial Weekend as Chef Cole Thornton joins us with, he's got some ideas. Stay tuned.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
I'm Joanne Jenkins with AARP. The coronavirus continues to affect us all, and we are here, actively supporting you and your community. Every day, we're providing trusted information from top health experts, sharing tools to help protect families from fraud, and creating resources to support family caregivers everywhere. As always, you can count on AARP to advocate for you and your family. Join us and stay connected at aarp.org/coronavirus.
At Highfields, we provide an array of strength-based, evidence-based practices and services that help strengthen families and keep them together.
Highfields has an array of services, all designed to meet the child and family at the earliest point of need.
Highfields stabilizes, strengthens, empowers, and educates families to move to a better level of success.
In Jackson County, adults with developmental disabilities often don't get opportunities for social interaction within their community. Positive experiences in their community can lead to lasting relationships and increased confidence. Club Life is on a mission to engage, enrich, and empower adults with developmental disabilities through a social club, a wellness club, and a travel club. Participants will discover new potentials and be engaged in Jackson through outings and enrichment activities. Check out our events on our website, theclublife.org.
The Michigan Humanities Council, connecting people through our stories in museums, schools, libraries, and towns across Michigan. Visit www.michiganhumanities.org.
At Jackson Community Food Pantry, we have helped feed over 300 local families every week for the past 8 years. We take pride in our community here in Jackson and rely on generous contributions from our donors. We operate with zero administrative